Evening and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today's VCT Pacific Scrum. We are here with Crystal and Elevated from Global Esports. Before we jump into the Q&A sessions, we'll start by hearing some thoughts about today's match. Crystal, let's start with you.
Sloppy start in first map, yeah. Just start so slowly, I think. So we only wake up like on second map. We start good defense, but something going wrong for like last few rounds in defense. But it's okay. We just end the second map good, I think. Yeah, we also have like some sloppy round in attack, but overall we end this map for good result for us. And short map, honestly, like we lose one clutch. Not clutch, it's like fourth round, third by round, and after this our mental a bit like breaking and something going wrong. So we try to fix it, but it doesn't help us. So we just lose defense half so hard, and after it was so hard to come back with the score, and we tried our best, but still not enough.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just going to echo what Crystal said. We just came out like very, very sloppy and low energy in the first map, which is a little concerning because that was a huge problem that we had last split. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, I was more worried about this game than RQ because, especially once we beat RQ, I felt like we were going to get a little complacent. And I kind of saw that yesterday in our practice. We were not as serious as we have been for the last 2 weeks. And I called it out. But obviously, we were not prepared for Team Secret to shoot back today in the first map. So we dug ourselves a hole. We came back and stomped them on Corrode, which, I mean, it's whatever. And then on Lotus, I mean, realistically, I think the entire map was just round 4, because it was like the first buy versus buy round. We put ourselves in a good position, and then we just got multi-fragged by Nizzy, I think it was. And kind of that was the story of today, is that every single time we were in an important round, either Wild Oreo or Nizzy or Envy was getting 3, and like that should never happen. So it was kind of unfortunate that every single one of those big multi-kills happened on a really important round for us, but sometimes that's how it goes. And if you start down a map because you don't really bring your A game, then you're in trouble.
Thank you. We'll now open the floor for on-site live questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and we'll bring you a microphone.
Hello guys, commiserations with the loss. So Lara, you actually laid out everything so perfectly that I don't have questions, I think, about the game itself. It's very clear what you were saying. So I have a question to Crystal. So you have like a new renewed roster right now. And the last time we spoke with you, you weren't IGLing. So I'm actually curious how you feel like playing with the new players on this new roster and being in the IGL role. Thank you.
For IGL, it's okay for me because all my entire career I was IGLing, so it's like totally normal for me. But the new guys, Joseph, Ban, and Yaman, is just completely good for us. They fix our big problem. It's our like voice in team because before it was not enough, but right now they like lead a lot on mid round, so they give me some idea. So it's totally help for me. So yeah, it's work good for us.
Okay, glad to hear. Thank you. And it was nice seeing you last time, being content and happy. I'm glad that you got that win at least. So I would love to ask the head coach what the team is gonna like focus on going forward.
Well, unfortunately, we're now in a spot where we kind of have to beat Gen G to sort of, set ourselves up well for playoffs. So just Gen G. It's just going to be nothing but Gen G and figuring out how to beat probably the best or second best team in Pacific currently. So yeah, I mean, we have 2 people on our team who played under Munchkin. So maybe we'll be in his head. We'll see.
I think it's going to be a very interesting match. Good luck in the next round, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing your thoughts again. That is all from on-site. Now we have pre-submitted questions to go through, then we'll wrap this up. The first goes to Elevated. What did the team struggle with the most on Bind today?
Honestly, we just didn't come to play is the biggest thing. Because Bind has been good. I mean, there's a reason that we picked it. Like, we didn't pick it to get destroyed like that. And realistically, we were just playing super afraid. We have been pretty good on it in scrims. We have been. I think honestly, the biggest problem is that we didn't scrim it for the last 2 or 3 days, and I feel like we just kind of forgot a lot of our protocols, and we also were just getting outshot by them. And I think one of the things I said before the game started is don't be afraid because they're going to come fight you. We can't underestimate them just because they're team secret and they have, not played particularly well this stage. I mean, we haven't either, right? Everybody has to kind of earn their stripes. And I feel like we just didn't really, we got a little shocked on our first gun round where we just swung long and envy guardian 3 people. And from that point on, I think we were just a little bit oh no, how do we beat this team? Which is, it should never be the case because we have a lot of good stuff on that map and we basically didn't show any of it because we were too afraid to do anything.
Okay, the next question goes to Crystal. The team started off on Corrode today. What was the main contributor towards your success?
Corrode, we're just comfortable, I think is the biggest thing. I mean, we're comfortable in Bind, we're comfortable in Corrode, we're comfortable in Lotus. I think the biggest thing is we kind of woke up a little bit the first map and then we realized we can shoot with these guys. I also just think that we have a pretty good read on how to play the map. I think that's one of our biggest advantages on Corrode is that we understand how to play the map better than most teams right now. And so it's very easy for us to be in the right spots. And I think it was pretty clear from Secret that they didn't totally understand how to rotate and where they're supposed to be. So I think that was a big part of it.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Since we have one online questions, next we'll take questions from those joining us virtually. Please use raise your hands and functions and we'll call you on up.
Hey, Mark, you can ask your question.
All right. Hey guys, commiserations on the loss. And I do want to point out as well, this is the first time we've also faced Kelly S. Now in Team Secret and formerly with you guys. How was he a factor in terms of during the matchup for you guys? Is it because of their his knowledge of a bit of your gameplay factor in your loss? And yeah, how do you feel facing him on the other side of the server?
I mean, I was happy when Kelly got picked up by Secret because I thought it was kind of unfortunate that we had to let him go. I think that he's a player that can play at this level. So I was happy for him to get another opportunity. I don't really think that necessarily he did anything to counter us. I think maybe a couple of the things as far as how we play certain types of rounds, I was seeing a little bit from them as well. But honestly, the biggest factors were Wild Oreo and Nizzy just killing us when we were trying to take space. And so that's the biggest reason we lost.
Okay, thank you for time today. This is the wrap up for this session for Global Esports. Thank you everyone and we'll be back for our next scrum shortly.